Welcome to Mendezville Live, where it's something to talk about. Here is Rudy Mendez.
What's going on, Mendezville? Let's see. I had taxes. We're going to talk taxes. I know something else. Oh, man, I can't believe I forgot. Either way, it'll come back to me. So we're going to talk taxes. Get your calculators ready. Get your phone calculator ready or get a calculator ready. We're going to talk about this 1 cent situation, right? We're going to talk about this 1 cent situation. Un más o menos, very closely calculated. And my buddy Jake Solis, he made sure that he asked on the Facebook if it was going to be per $1 or per $100. Appraisal district, we're talking about appraisal district. We're talking about the appraisal district and the city tax of Palmview, right? So we'll see, let's see. And of course, anyone is more than welcome to comment and correct me if I'm wrong. But before we start into the math, today's broadcast, let's see here. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Luber Mobile Oil Change. New convenient way of getting your oil change. They will go to you. And by For Life, Together Building People, the Immune System Company, independent distributor Rodolfo Mendez, www.forlife.com/Rudy Mendez. Get your transfer factor molecule supplements at that webpage. And Mendez Sports Trading. Either way, I almost forgot my little promo there. Can you guys hear me? Are the comments ready? You know what? Let me remove this. Here we go. That should be a lot easier. I was going to share my screen. I was going to share the screen and have an Excel document and make it look nice and fancy and all these things so you guys can follow along. But then I just said, wait a minute. This is such simple math. So simple math that it's not going to be too hard. And it's not going to take that long. But I'm just writing things down while I give some people some time to tune in. And of course, anyone can watch it on YouTube. This is going to be on YouTube and on Facebook. So everybody can always go back 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And we keep going. So let's say we'll do that. I should have done the other one. So it's here. So let's give some folks some time to log in, to tune in, right? So then we go. Okay. We'll do with that. I think from here on out, the people will get the hang of it after the third example. And any mathematicians out there that might be wanting to correct me, I am more than welcome to corrections. I'm wrong. I'm hardly ever wrong most of the time, but we'll see. All right. So get your calculators ready. Here's the deal. So the taxes is right now, the city tax at the city of Palmview is being talked about lowering taxes. And it's, you know, I've seen a few of the lives, and there's an emphasis. There's a big emphasis on, you know, helping people out and tax relief and savings and relief. And I get that. There is a relief. But now we're going to talk about what kind of relief. What does that number look like? Un más o menos. I think I'm pretty close to it. I might be wrong by a few cents. Maybe not. Probably not. But we'll see. So the tax appraisal district tax, you know, they tax us. And part of that tax, when you live in the city of Palmview, that city has taxes. The tax is 0.5, let me tell you what it's called. It's 0.005001. Why are those two zeros in front of that 5001? It's 50 cents. It's considered 50 cents, right? Per $100. 50 cents per $100. But then there's that one in the way over there, that place value. The two zeros in front are already, they're there because you're taking the $100 per $100. Per $100. Does that make sense? So for example, if you divide 100,000 divided by 100 times 0.50 and all that mumbo jumbo, there's a bunch of math. But I'm here to present the simplified way. Here's the simplified way. It's 1 cent. So whatever your house costs, you're going to multiply that by 0.0001. Because 1 cent is 0.01. 1 cent is 0.01. The reason we have those 2 zeros in front of that is for the per $100 tax rate. The per $100 tax rate. So first we're going to talk about savings, and then we're going to run some math on regular versus the new one, which comes out to the same. But this is how much we're going to save. If your home is valued at $100,000, if your home is valued at $100,000 by the tax appraisal district, the city tax, if you lower it, we're talking about if you lower it, that 1 cent that they're talking about, that 1 cent, this is how much you're going to save. What you do is you do $100,000 times 0.0001. That's going to equal to, and basic math, for those of you that know the tricks of division, you move the decimal place 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. $100,000 home with a 1 cent tax break that they're talking about is going to equal to $10 savings over the course of that 1 year, right? In that 1 year. So you're going to save $10. Or you can say, you know what? I'm going to take those $10 and I want you to keep them, City of Palmview, so you can, as a community, we grow, we have more funding, right? But that's either or, whatever. We don't get to vote. They get to vote. But this is more for informing the voters. This is more for informing the voters on what kind of savings we're talking about. Talking about if the tax rate goes down 1 cent. $120,000 home. $120,000 home times 0.0001. There's always 3 zeros in front of that 1. Equals $12 savings if your house costs $120,000. If your house is $140,000, multiply it times 0.0001. That's going to equal to $14 savings over the course of that 1 year tax for the city. If your house costs $150,000 and you multiply it times 0.0001 for that 1 cent difference that you're going to save, if it passes, it's going to be $15, right? If your house costs $170,000 times a 0.0001, you're going to save $17. If your house costs $180,000, or not that it costs, if it's appraised at, if the tax appraisal district of Hidalgo appraises your house at $180,000, you're going to save $18. If it's $200,000, you're going to save $20. If you're going to save $225,000, you're going to save $22.50. If your house is appraised at $250,000, your house is going to say you're going to save $25. Those are the numbers. Every house is different. Everybody owns a different type of property. This is for the houses. You can also say 100. So another way you can do it in the. Let me see. Yeah, I know, Nacho Vama Garcia, but my heart is Palmview. But thank you. I understand. I am worried because most of my students are from that school or from that district, from that city, and most of the parents of my students are from that district. And like I said, when I started this show, it's to inform the voters. There's nothing wrong with informing the voters. I think it's good to inform the voters. Either way, so that's the mathematics. I'm not here to insult anyone. I'm not here to call anyone out. That's just information on mathematics, what the difference is on when you save 1 cent. That's it. That's what I was here for today. I said, you know what? Well, let's share some information so that way the voters know. Simple math. You go to your tax forms. You look at how much your cost is appraised at. You multiply times the 0.0001, and that's how much you're going to save if the vote goes to lowering the taxes by 1 cent. Now they could lower it less. They could lower it more. They could raise the taxes, but I know they said in the meeting that they weren't. But that's just some of the information. Hopefully that helps. Those are the savings. Let me know if there's any other number. We'll see. But Veronica Barrera, savings would be yearly, not monthly. Yes, those numbers here, those numbers are yearly. Now, whatever number you get, for example, that's a great question, Veronica Barrera. So, for example, in that let's see, let's take that out. Oh, you know what? Hold on, let me see. Here we go. I forgot to do this. My bad. Little logo for Luber right there. Go get your oil change at Luber. All right, sorry. Back to Monica Barrera. So watch this. So check this number out. Now you're talking about monthly. If your house is $120,000 appraised, the tax district appraises at $120,000, and you multiply that times that 1 cent, you're going to save $12. If you divide that by 12 months, well, how much are you going to save? $1. 12 divided by 12 is $1. So me personally, I think I can deal with people can afford a $10, keep it to Palm View, keep the $12. I mean, if you have a $250,000 home, I'm sure you can afford $25 to the funding of the city to, have different things to provide for the city, for the community. But that's just that. I thought I'd share. Miriam Mendezville responded with monthly. Hopefully, some of you voters share this. And this is not to say vote yes, vote no, who to vote for. None of that. This is none of that. This is just inform what the city is talking about. They're proposing. I know the city manager in the city meeting mentioned, hey, you know what? He thinks it should stay at 0.5 or 0.005001, which is pretty much, that's the tax that it's right now. But that's about it. So who knows? They will vote sometime next week, maybe. Not this week, next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it might be. It'll be interesting. And I guess voters, I think there's going to be a community hearing. They talk about that there's going to be a public hearing or people can come in and talk about things. So stay tuned, stay focused, see what's going on out there. You guys have a good night. That's about it tonight. I do not have a guest. I did have a guest. I had a candidate that, for certain situations had to decline for today, but things happen. Today's Wednesday. I should have a good one. Thursday, I got a real good one. Thursday's going to be real good. Highly encourage everyone to tune on Thursday. That's going to be big. That's going to be interesting. Other than that, hopefully you see your savings. You guys have a good night. Hopefully that helped.